Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Muhammad Ibrahim, lecturer in chemistry, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. Dear students, hope that you are fine. Stay in the house safe and also maintain the rules and regulations and study regularly and also pray to Allah so that Allah can help us to get rid of from this situation. Okay, my dear students, you see the board. Today we will discuss chemical bond. From this chapter, I will discuss knowledge-based question and MCQ questions. So first of all, I have written knowledge-based question. All of you see the questions. First one, what is valence electron? The number of total electrons in the last shell of an element is called the valence electron of that element. That means the total number of electron in the outermost energy level of the element is the valence electron. For example, the valence electron of nitrogen is 5. The valence electron of oxygen is 6 because the total number of electron in the last shell of nitrogen is 5 and oxygen is 6. Now number 2, what is valency? The capacity of bonding an atom with another atom of an element to form a molecule is called valency. So valency and valence electron are not same. It is the bonding capacity or capacity of bonding, and it is the number of electron in the last energy level. Now number 3, what is variable valency? Some elements have more than one valency. This kind of valency is called variable valency. For example, nitrogen have 2, 4, 6 valency and phosphorus has 3, 5, iron 2, 3. So this type of elements, they have shown variable valency and they have valency more than 1. For this reason it is called variable valency. Now number 4, what is latent valency? Latent valency, the difference between the highest valency of an element and its active valency is called latent valency. For example, the ferrous chloride, the latent valency of iron is highest valency is 3, active valency is 2. So the latent valency of iron in ferrous chloride is 1. Again in ferric chloride, the active valency is 3 and the highest valency of iron is 3. So the latent valency in ferric chloride iron is 0. Now what is radical? The group of atoms which act like a single atom or ion. The group of atoms which act like a single atom or ion is called radical. For example, I have written ammonium radical, carbonate radical, sulfate radical, phosphate radical. All the radical have charges. Thus, these are minus. And this charge number is their valency. The valency of ammonium is 1, the valency of carbonate is 2, the valency of sulfate is 2, the valency of phosphate is 3. Okay, all of you see the board. Number 6 question I have written, what is cation? By donating electron, atom becomes positive ion, which is called cation. So all of you see that sodium, it has 1 electron in its outermost energy level. So sodium donates 1 electron and becomes sodium plus ion. So this positive ion is called cation. Number 7, what is anion? By receiving electron, atom becomes negative ion, which is called anion. So chlorine, it has 7 electrons in its outermost energy level. So chlorine receives 1 electron and becomes chloride negative ion. This types of ion is called anion. Now what is ionic bond? So now the chemical bond which is formed by exchanging electrons in between metal and non-metal atoms is called ionic bond. So we have seen that sodium donate one electron and becomes sodium ion. Chlorine receive one electron and becomes chloride ion. Now these two types of, this is metal and this is non-metal. So now there is a chemical bond which is formed by exchanging electron in between metal and non-metal atoms is called ionic bond. So sodium and chlorine, they make a bond and form the molecule sodium chloride. So this type of ionic bond sodium chloride is formed. Now number 9, what is covalent bond? The chemical bond which is formed by sharing electrons in between two non-metal atoms is called covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed by sharing electrons and ionic bond is formed by exchanging electrons. Now, what is van der Waals attraction force? When two covalent molecules come close, a weak attraction force remains effective among them. This force is called van der Waals attraction force. So van der Waals attraction force is active in covalent molecules. Now water molecule is a covalent molecule because in water, oxygen, hydrogen, they make a bond by sharing electrons. Okay, so when two covalent molecules come close, a weak attraction force remains effective among them. This force is called van der Waals attraction force. Well, dear students, all of you see the board. I have discussed 10 knowledge-based questions from chapter Chemical Bond. Now I will discuss the MCQ questions, multiple choice questions. So first one I have written, what is the name of attraction force which keeps the atoms bonded in a molecule? That is chemical bond, and our chapter name is chemical bond. So in a chemical bond, the atoms are bonded together by attractive force in a molecule, that is chemical bond. Now number 2, the formation of which molecule below attains the electronic configuration of neon? So everybody know the electronic configuration of neon. It is 10, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So magnesium, it has 2 electron in its outermost energy level. It donates 2 electron and makes the electronic configuration like neon. And oxygen also, it receives 2 electron and get a stable electronic configuration like neon. So in the magnesium oxide molecule, both the magnesium and oxygen, they attain the electronic configuration of neon. Now number 3, what is the formula of aluminum sulfate? So everybody know the rules of writing the formula. The valency of the elements, it interchanges among the radicals and elements. Here the aluminum valency is 3 and the sulfate valency is 2. Therefore the formula of aluminum sulfate is Al2SO4 whole 3. Now number 4 question, what kind of compound is calcium oxide? I told that what is ionic compounds. Ionic compounds is the compound by which is formed by exchanging electron between two molecules. That means between two metal and non-metal. So here calcium is metal, it donates 2 electron, and oxygen is non-metal, it receives 2 electron. So there is a exchange of electron in calcium oxide. For this reason it is ionic compound. Now number 5, which compound is not electroconductive in water solution? We know that if any compound becomes positive ion and negative ion in water, then it is electroconductive. But glucose C6H12O6, it is not breaks like positive and negative ion, so it is not electroconductive. Now number 6, which one is a polar covalent compound? We know that the electronegativity of oxygen is more than hydrogen in water. So for this reason, oxygen becomes partially negative and hydrogen becomes partially positive, because the electronegativity of oxygen is more. So oxygen attracts the bond pair electron towards it. For this reason, it is partial negative and hydrogen becomes partial positive. So this type of molecule is called polar compound, or so water is a polar compound. How many lone pair electron in ammonia molecule? In ammonia, the central atom is nitrogen. I have written the atomic configuration of nitrogen. It is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So here the outermost energy level is second energy level. So 3 unpaired electron. So for this reason the valency of nitrogen is 3, but 1 lone pair electron, 2s2. So in ammonia molecule there is 1 lone pair electron. Now number 8 I have written which one has triple bond? N2. Nitrogen bond is like this. Here there are triple bonds, because nitrogen, the valency of nitrogen is 3, because nitrogen has 3 unpaired electron. Now number 9, what is the valency of inert gas? We know that in the periodic table group 18 elements are inert gas: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Their outermost energy level is fulfilled by the electron. For this reason they do not donate, accept or share any electron with anybody to form the molecule. For this reason the valency of inert gases are 0. Now what is the valency of phosphate radical? I have given the definition of radical also. All the radical has surds, either positive or negative. This surds number is their valency. So here phosphate, the valency of phosphate is 3. Dear students, all of you see the board. Now of MCQ number 11, I have written what is the formula of sulfur molecule. The formula of sulfur molecule is S8. Now number 12, which element shows variable valency? I think everybody know that sulfur has valency 2, 4, 6. Phosphorus has valency 3, 5. Iron has valency 2, 3. So there are some elements that shows more than one valency. This is called variable valency. So if you know the name, then you can answer. Here option will be given, so I have written phosphorus. Now number 13. What is the latent valency of sulfur in sulfur dioxide? We know the latent valency is the difference of the active valency and highest valency. So here the highest valency of sulfur is 6 and active valency is 4. Now difference is 6 minus 4, it is 2. Now how many valence electron present in oxygen atom? Valence electron is the electron that remains outermost energy level. So the outermost energy level of oxygen contains 6 electrons. So the valence electron of oxygen is 6. Now the valency of which one is 2 among sodium, potassium, calcium, sodium, fluorine, calcium, potassium. So here the valency of calcium is 2. Sodium valency 1, fluorine 1, potassium also 1. Now how many lone pair electrons are present in water molecule? Water molecule, the central atom is oxygen. The electronic configuration of oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. So here 2 unpaired electrons, that's why the valency of oxygen is 2. And in the outermost energy level, this is one lone pair electron, this is another lone pair electron. So in water molecule, lone pair electrons are 2. Now number 17, how many nitrate ions are in aluminum nitrate? So you have to know the formula. I have written aluminum nitrate formula is like this. So nitrate ion is 3, so answer is 3. Then 18, which compound is dissolved in water? We know that ionic compounds are dissolved in water, but covalent compounds do not dissolve. So ionic compounds are dissolved in water. Now number 19, what is the molecular mass of sulfuric acid? So to find out the molecular mass, you have to write the molecular formula first. H2SO4. So hydrogen atomic mass is 1. So 1 into 2. sulfur atomic mass is 32, oxygen atomic mass is 16. So 16 into 4. Now if you add, it will be 98. Now what is the valency of sulfate radical? I told you that all the radicals, they have valency, either their Sard's number is the valency. So sulfate here, Sard's is 2 minus, so the valency of sulfate is 2. So dear students, like this way I have shown you 20 knowledge based question and 10 knowledge based question and 20 MCQ of chapter chemical bond. Like this way you can also make many knowledge based question and MCQ question. All of you must write it in your classwork copy and show it to your subject teacher. Okay, thank you everybody.